And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Pass to Christie. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Hornets. There's the three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. To the inside. Here's Anunoby. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
With a little zest that time, Anunoby unleashing that athleticism at the rim.
Williams with it. Covered by Towns. Miller, he's open. And it's New York with a rebound. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And the Hornets with possession here after the basket by New York on the other end. Charlotte, no good that time either.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Christie. Towns on a screen. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Fires in the triple. Bridges has got 5 points.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Booker. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Booker's such a good spot-up shooter, but when he gets on the move and he has that kind of deft touch, that's a pretty soft floater.
Down low. Kicks it out to Anunoby. For 3. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets trail by 7. Back to Miller. Inside. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Christie. Brunson taking his time here. Back to Towns. Launches it. Knocks down the long J.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
To the paint. Here's Brunson. The shot by Towns, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Miller. All alone. Towns with a rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. 14-6. The drive by Miller. For 3, Booker drills it from deep. Booker's got 5 points.
And that's a deep make from Booker. From the jump, he's been a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league. So impressive.
Pass to Towns. Here's Christie. Outside Brunson. Here's Towns. The Hornets pull it in.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Here's Miller. And the Hornets, another three.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Christie. Back to Brunson. Here's Towns. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Pass to Winslow. Outside Brunson. Here's Christie. From downtown. Knocks down the triple. Christie's got himself on the board with a three there.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And Williams punches it home.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Towns. Brunson with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Beyond the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Towns picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to LaFrentz. Charlotte again missing. New York leading by 4. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Smith, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Salone. The Knicks making their last shot. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Buries it from 3.
A dead-eye shooter. Nick Smith is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Now here's Brunson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And here's Joe. Shot clock at 6. "16 feet out. And it's LaFrentz with a rebound. Hornets trail by 5. For 3, Conley. It's hauled in by Robinson. And the Knicks with possession. Anunoby. Blocked. Here's Salon. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Pass to Joe. It's Robinson, high post. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots, it's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Pass to Brunson. Outside Joe. Bridges outside to the middle. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's Mitchell Robinson's attitude. Anywhere around the rim, he's going to rock it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Salon, he's got 5 points now in the quarter.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Here's Brunson, still without a bucket. Outside Joe, launches a 3, nails it from beyond the arc.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll return shortly. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Outside Booker. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
What a stuff there. Bridges doing it with authority.
Now Booker. Miller outside. For the tie. Oh! Booker with the triple. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, BA, you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Excellent court vision from Brunson as he's able to find the open man.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Now here's Brunson. He's scoreless. Towns up top. Pass to Christie. And here's Bridges. Now here's Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Bridges. Miller outside. Here's Williams. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Booker with it. Give him 8 points now. Buried from 15 feet out. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Back to Towns. And the layup is good. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Here's Booker. Booker flying in for the flush.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Counted.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Miller. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Winslow. Outside McBride. Here's Christie. Here's McBride. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. 20 feet out. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. 1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. Here's Miller. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Nice shot by Christie.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Back to Miller. Inside. Pass to Okogie. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And down it goes. 2 points. Miller's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Here's Christie from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Booker attacking for 3. Bridges connects from downtown. Bridges has got a...
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
McBride with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Nice shot by Christie.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Booker. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Boucher. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Brandon Miller. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line.
And Boucher drops them both. Here's LaFrentz. Fires away from way outside. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Knicks out in front, leading by 5. And time for a short
46.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. New York leading by 5. Outside Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Here's Christie. Takes the 3. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Here's Booker. A powerful slam from Devin Booker.
An athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
Outside Brunson. Back to Robinson. It's blocked. They retain possession. Another shot. And it's LaFrentz with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Brunson. Brunson. Back to Robinson. Here's Christie. Here's Brunson outside. Sinks the tray. Brunson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, right into that shot.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Robinson. Pass to Christie. To the inside. And here's Robinson. The rebound by Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Pass to Williams. Outside for Booker. Pulls up, high post. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And Booker coming through again. What a huge shot.
Outside Anunoby. Left side Brunson. Back to Anunoby. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Lots of experience from Anunoby. These moments don't make his palms sweat.
Miller with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Miller outside. Back to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. And here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep.
Oh, huge moment from J.B. Brunson knocking it down.
Down low. And Williams punches it home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Bridges down low. Now Brunson. Back to Bridges. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Bridges. Booker looking around. Inside. And stolen by Brunson. He connects.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Miller outside. Here's Booker. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and... Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Back to Okogie. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Yeah, this is not a fire drill, the real thing. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me.